Okay, it done. Now, so what else? What else here? Something we have here. So if you have to see what are the certifications available, so you need to go aws.amazon.com/certification. You can see what are the certifications available. Okay. Notcam, no issue. So if you go here, certification, right? So now you can see certification. Now you need to schedule an exam. Before that, let's see what are the certification available. Okay. So these are the certification which are available in AWS. Okay. This is your foundation certificate. This is very beginner certificate, which is have very less value in market. Okay. This is good for understanding the basics. Okay. Then this is associate level certification, which is good actually. And these are associates developer. These are the associate certification, which is like you are doing solution architect. This having lot of demand in market. Okay. Then you sysops and solution architect is almost same. Like to run the operation, you need sysops and solution architect is another. Developer is for developer. Like if you are into programming, you can do developer. Okay. Then once you, so this is very much in demand and very much accepted in market industry. After 2 years of experience, you can go for solution architect. Okay. Where you will really design all those IT solution for the companies. Okay. So for this, it would require at least minimum 2 years expensive experience. But so once you have that much experience, you can go for solution architect professional. Right now you are at this level, solution architect associate. Okay. And these are the specialty exam they have in database, analytics, networking, machine learning, security, SAP. For all the things, these basics should be clear. And after that, it is not necessary you go for solution architect professional. After this, like for future perspective, you can go in particular field as well. Okay. So maybe you can go for the security because security is lot in demand. Okay. So cloud security, you will get lot of jobs. Okay. Suppose you are good in development, you can go for DevOps certification. Okay. Does it make any sense to you? Like what kind of work or what kind of jobs will be available?
Yeah, it makes sense to me. But looking at the specialty, well, advanced networking, data analytic, database, all of them are the same thing, or you specialize in a particular place?
Say again.
The specialty on your right hand side,
Mhm.
yes. Are you going to be special on that particular area, or is different from solution architect?
No, no, it is same, but it will focus more on that particular field.
But it's a different
Like if you are
certification.
doing for database, so it will
Yeah.
more focus on the database. Then you have to take care of the database part most of the time. But before the
So,
database, you
mhm.
should be clear with all the concepts. Otherwise, you will not be able to because if you don't know VPC, so you can't continue working on database because database will be part of your VPC service, right? You
so,
should know. Yeah.
yeah, so to take this certification can take how long? These specialties. How long does it take me? Because the other one says 2 years. This other one
Correct.
can take, yes, these other ones can take me how long if I want to specialize in one?
You can do after Solution Architect Associate if you have done the certification, then you
Yeah.
can do it. There is nothing is defined there. Okay.
Okay.
So after
Okay.
this certification, you can directly go to that.
Okay.
Nobody will stop. Right? There is
Oh,
something like it is recommended gap, it should have, but there is no such thing mentioned. Okay. Now, if you want to schedule an exam, what you will do? If you want to schedule the exam, you just need to go to schedule an exam. Okay. It will it will go there. If you go there, you need to create a new account. Okay. So you need to click on sign in. You will come to this website. Here you need to create an account. Okay. This is not your AWS regular account. This would be different account.
okay.
Okay. Then you need to create one account here. Okay. Sign in or create your account if it is not there. Okay. Once you create your account, you would be able to register.
So how many questions are there? How many questions am I supposed to get it right
Yeah.
before I pass the exam?
Perfect. So how many questions would be there into your exam, right? That is very valid point. So AWS Solution Architect Associate exam questions would be 30 questions would be 65. Okay. Time will be 130 minutes. Okay. Passing score not reveal. Okay. Not reveal. But if you get 72% or higher, you should be passed. Okay. So suppose your exam score is 72% or more, it is there are chances that your exam would be clear. Okay. If it is below 72%, it is difficult. But they don't say like that 72% is our threshold. They not say like this. Right. So they will judge on some other factors. There are a number of things I'm not sure. But if you are 72% or above, you are most of the times you are secure. Okay.
Okay.
That means that okay, let's take it like this way as well. That you have 65 questions, okay, and you can get 72%, 47. So you need to answer, no, seriously, you need to answer 47 question right. Okay. So how many questions you can go wrong? It is 18 questions you can go wrong, and 47 questions you need to write. This should be your focus. Okay. 47 questions comes to 72%, right? And 18 questions come to 28%, which you can afford, right? This is some my small tip to you, because if you go, we used to be very nervous. But if you see, you have lot of possibility, like even if you don't know all the questions, answer of all questions, still you have 18 wrong answer, then still there is a very good chance to get you pass. Okay. And if you increase it, what your target should be, what your target should be 50 questions at least, right? Okay. If it is more than, nothing greater than that. Okay. But you should target at least 50 questions. And 15 questions still you can afford. Okay, so when and how the questions come, it will come objective type. Questions would be objective. Multiple selection is also available. Okay, multiple choice is also available. Okay, available. That means one question can have more than one answer correct,
I understand.
right? So this is like how it works. And what else here? So you should be patient is the first key. Don't be afraid like you will get failed. Normally it used to happen that we used to become nervous and then we used to make mistake. Okay. So if your concept is clear, there are huge chances to clear the exam. Okay. I have done couple of times. Believe me, it used to seems difficult in starting, but then you will find few questions will be very straightforward. Few questions would be tough. You need to just be relaxed and think, and you will get. Okay. So okay. Any doubt till now for certification part now?
I'm clear.
I will give you the practice exams and also don't worry about
Okay.
it. Then okay, so let me mark it green. Security group. Okay. What is elastic IP address? Okay, so elastic IP address is something. If you go to instances, see, I have one server, right? Okay. If you see the public IP address, there is no public IP address. Okay.
Okay.
Now, if I start this server, this will get one IP address. But again, if I restart that server, the IP address will get changed. Okay. Now, suppose you are running a website on it. Suppose you are running a website on it. What will happen? If the IP address got changed, your website name will point to some server, right?
Yeah.
What used to happen? It will point to one IP address. But again, the server IP got changed, then your website will got stop working, right?
Yeah.
So to avoid this, what we need? We need one elastic IP address, which is permanent IP address. Okay. So public IP address is IP address of server, which can be used, by user to connect your AWS EC2 server from internet. Okay, you can access it via internet.
Yeah.
Private IP address is internal IP address of server. Okay, when you log in into server,
Yeah.
you will see this internal IP. Okay, elastic IP address is permanent or static IP address. Static IP address and will not get changed when you restart yourself. It will get changed when you restart yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
What else?
Sure. From our AWS console, can you show me the elastic city address?
Yeah, that's what I am
Because
going
I
to show
can
you.
see the public, the private.
Correct. That's what I'm going to show you now, right? So this is public. Okay.
Yeah.
Now let me stop this server and start it again. Okay. Meanwhile, note down the server IP. Okay. Bad in spelling. Okay. Now this got to stop. Let me start this. See, IP address got changed, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Correct. So what we do? We provide elastic IP address. For this, you need to go to on the left side, click on elastic IP address. Okay. Click on allocate elastic IP address. Okay. Then what you need to do? Just allocate. Okay. No other thing required. It's just telling that it is part of US East 1 and it will give you one elastic IP address. Allocate. Done. Now if you see you got one IP address, right?
Yeah.
But it is chargeable as of now. Okay.
Okay.
Because you are not using it. It is just allocated to you, but you are not using it, right?
Yeah.
So it will be chargeable. What you need to do, you need to right click or you need to click on action. Okay. From here, you can attach it with some IP address or you can release it as well. Okay. Suppose I don't want this because I'm not using this. So now it got released. Okay.
Okay.
Whenever you allocate, it will come to your pool of elastic IP address. If you are using it, it would not be chargeable. If you are not using it, it would be chargeable. So now let me attach it with your server. Okay, so it will ask which server I want to attach. So it will show me the list. I can choose my server and I can attach it. Right?
Yeah.
I can attach it. Done. This is my IP address. Now my IP address will get changed. See, this is my IP address now. It should be now visible there as well. Let me refresh it. See, it got changed, right? Same, the one, right?
Yeah.
129.99. Correct. Let me stop it. Let me stop it. And we'll see. Okay. So now if I start this server, it shouldn't get changed. Hopefully it will not change now. See, the IP address remains same. Okay. This is the logic of Elastic IP. Should I move to the next topic? Can I mark
Yeah.
it green now?
Let me
Okay.
see the note. Let me see the note on Notepad where you type in. Permanent static and will not get changed. So what is the main purpose? I understand that elastic IP, it's permanent, it's static, and it will not change when you restart. So what is the purpose for IP? Because
What is the
I know that public is to connect your instance to the internet. Public
Mhm.
IP is to connect your instance to the internet. So what is the
Correct.
main purpose for elastic IP?
Yeah, same like
Okay,
public,
okay, okay, okay.
same like public. The only benefit would be like now your what will happen if you are running a website, right?
Yes,
If
yes.
you attach it with that server, the IP address will not get changed. Your website will be up all the time,
Okay,
right?
okay.
Now, how to add or remove a disk? Okay. Before that, how to increase volume size? Okay. So
Yeah,
suppose now the backup part come into picture. Okay. The backup part is what? Suppose I want to uh, increase the disk attached to this server. Okay. So if you see,
mhm,
there are two disks attached.
yeah.
Okay. And if I click on connect, just so if I click on connect now, you can connect it in any way, right? Putty or the mobile system or this way, whatever you like. What was the key pair here we used? Mm, Jack server.
Jackie, yeah.
This is what I will do. I just change the IP address. Username would be EC2 user because probably it is a Linux server. I'm not sure. Yeah, it is Linux server, right? So for Linux, username is EC2-user, right?
Yes.
Then port, then advanced settings, and the key pair which we use was your Jack server key. So it should be here. Okay,
Okay.
Jack server
Yeah.
key, and here I can say Jack Linux server. All good. So let me connect it. Should show in the session. Yeah, here we go. Let me delete the other servers because I don't have them. So I say delete. I say delete. I say not this one. I say delete. Okay. So now I think this is also not required now. So I say delete. Okay. So this is your server right now, which we are using. Let me connect it. Should we connect? Yes, it is getting connect. I am into server. Okay. Now to see how many disk is available, so we can see df-kh. Df-kh is the command which you can use. Just a bonus tip I want to share with you, like how it appear in Linux. Okay. So sorry, my fault. lsblk. lsblk is the command to see your hard disk space. Okay. So now you see xvda is your one disk one. It is of 15 gigabyte, and XVDAB, this one is your 10 gigabyte, right?
Okay.
And if you go here, you can see cross check same thing. So if you go to store, so S get replaced with XV there. In server, it will show you as a XV. Okay. XVDA1 is of 15 and XVDB is of 10 gig, right? So this is how it used to be appear into server. Okay.
Okay.
Now if you want to change the volume size or if you want to remove this, right? It is very easy. Just click on the volume. Okay.
Yeah.
Select the volume. Go to action. If you want to delete, just click on detach volume. Okay. And
Okay.
then you can click on delete volume.
Okay.
First, you need to remove it from server and then you can delete, right?
Okay.
If you want to increase the size, what you need to do? Click on modify
Modify.
volume and say 18 GB. Okay.
Okay.
New size. Just click on this, click on modify, done. Okay. It will take some time to reflect that because it is increasing the disk size.
Yeah.
Okay. 18 GB. And you can see the growth as well. So right now it is not in use, it is optimizing. So what
Yeah.
will happen? Your server disk would be slow. Okay. Your user might experience some slowness. Okay. It is not like that the server stop, but it is like there will be some slowness because right now it is optimizing the disk for the new size, right?
Correct.
Okay. Now if you want to remove the disk, what you need to do? Select the volume. Okay. And you can go to action, detach
Detach
volume.
and then you delete.
Now if you see the status would be available. Okay. Right now it is in use. If I remove it, uh, s- let me just check. It should be right now detach is in process maybe. Yeah. Now if you see it is available, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if I want to remove, now it is not attached to any server. Okay. Now if I go to my server and if I run that command again, what I will see? Only one disk is there, right? How
Yeah,
much size is there?
15 GB.
18 gig.
18 GB, sorry.
18 GB, right? Make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then if I want to delete it, I can go and delete all. Okay. So very simple, not much complicated for there. Okay. And
So
then
let's
yeah,
say let's say you are creating an instance and the elastic block storage is 10 and you want to increase it to 20, you just have to go click on the instance, um action, um attach.
modify volume,
Okay,
modify volume.
but if you want to delete, you have to detach first.
Correct.
Yeah, okay, good.
If it is attached to server, then we need to detach first, right?
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay. And better, you are doing good things, something make your notes by yourself, right? It would be
Yes.
helpful for you. Now, so okay, so now we know how to add and how to remove. Okay, you can just try
Yes.
to create a new disk and you can add as well. So now let me add one new disk to the server. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so suppose you need to add as new disk to server. So what you need to do? Click on create volume. Okay, go to EBS on the left part, on the left side, go to EBS, click on volume, and then click on create volume. Okay, it will create new disk for you. Now, now if you go there, there are so many disks available. Okay,
Yeah.
EBS, Elastic Block Store, Elastic Block Store. Okay, and volume types are general purpose, SSD, GP2. Okay, another is GP3. Okay, GP3. What else? Provision, IOPS, SSD, IO1. Okay,
Yeah.
provision, IOPS, SSD, IO2. So you can understand GP2, GP3 would be better than GP2, right? Same category, but new version. So GP3 would be better than GP2,
Yeah,
right?
of course. Yeah.
And IoT would be better than IO1, right? This is obvious because this is new version, correct?
Correct.
Then we have cold SSD, okay, used only for storage purpose. Why we need store purpose? Okay, if we
Mm-hmm.
just need to store the data, we can use it. Okay,
Yeah.
low latency, low performance, low performance, right? So if you see, performance would be slow here because it is cold. The name also suggests cold SSD, right?
Yeah.
Then throughput, and it is HDD disk. This is SSD disk. SSD disk used to be better than SDD. Okay, SDD is the older version. Then
Yeah.
throughput,
Mm-hmm.
throughput optimize. So when you see this throughput optimized, so you can understand this is better than this one, right? Because again, this is also used for the storage purpose only, but it is optimized, right? So this is better than cold one. Okay, this is again SDD only, but again because in SDD also there is better category which is called optimize. Okay, so this is very cheap storage, but it is optimized, so it will perform better. So better performance than old SDD, right?
Yeah.
And this is magnetic, this is standard, this is again nothing was defined, and it is again very slow performance. Okay, quite slow performance, not recommended. Okay, not recommended. Okay, so now if you see general purpose, we normally use for all the purpose. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
it gives you till 3000 IOPS. Okay, 3000 IOPS. Okay, so IOPS, that means input output operation per second. So how many event or how many action they can handle. Okay, so this goes general purpose SSD. This normally of the medium category and can solve most of the purpose like website hosting, right? Website hosting, application hosting, right? etc. If you want to go with some database critical operation, okay, database operations like this, where you need more input, more quick website, you will go for provision, right?
Mhm.
If you just want to store your data, so you can go for code SDD, right? It would be cheap, so you will be able to save money. Think about the architect point of view, okay? That if you are a IT manager, how you will do that, okay? Then magnetic, it is again the low category, okay? No,
So basically, the best and the one that we are using is the general purpose SSD.
correct. Normally we are using general purpose SSD, and if there is somebody say that we need very high quality of disk, you can go for provision.
Okay, okay.
Okay,
So from general, then we go to provision.
correct,
Okay,
correct. General to provision we can, right? AWS EBS volume type. Okay, I can share the link with you. You can have a look on this and you can read more about that. Okay, it is always good to read the documentation. Okay,
okay.
so that
So
you can have some better
yeah,
comparison as well. So now if you see this, this give you maximum IOPS 64,000. Okay, so
okay.
this way you will get the question like how much it gets support, which IOPS, which storage you should choose, like this. So
So
IO2 is supporting. Let me just verify. It is very difficult for me to also remember. Okay, so
it's
IO2
okay.
64,000.
Mhm.
IO2 64,000 IOPS. Okay, and
Okay.
how many, like maximum through output, if you see 1000 MB per second, that
Mhm.
means it is almost copy 1 GB data into per second, right? This is
Yeah,
really high.
yeah.
Now if you
So
see the IO1,
yeah,
let me just show you. So
okay.
it again support, IO1 also support till 64,
And still
and
1000 GB in per mega 1 megabyte per second.
per second. But if okay, if you see here, it will difference here. Maximum IOPS for IO2 it will go 500. No, okay. What I want to show you actually, this one. Volume size it can support up to 4 GB to 16 terabyte. Okay. Volume size 4 GB to 16 terabyte. IoT will support more. 4 GB to 16 terabyte.
Terabyte.
Okay. And GP3 if you go, it support 1 to 16 terabyte. Okay.
Okay.
IO1 support 4 to 16.
4 to
It
16
support 1 to
to
16.
16.
So you can create 1 GB as well. Okay. But here in IO1, minimum size would be 4 GB.
4. That's the default.
Yeah. And it will support up to 16,000 MB. GP2 will support up to 16,000 IOPS. I can write down for you. GP2 will support up to 16,000, right? But it
Mhm.
is the maximum. It is the maximum value, right? And how much it would give you the output? 250 MB per second. Whereas in IO1, you will get 1000 MB. GP2 will support 250 only, right?
Mm.
So you can see there is a difference into performance.
Go back to that note page. Let me see something.
Hmm.
The note page where you are writing the points.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I want to see something. Okay. Correct. I understand now because I was confused about the GP2 and the IO1, IO2. I understand now the
Correct, correct,
IO1
correct.
and the GP2.
Correct. I can mention throughput as well. Okay, that is good. 250 MB per second, and it is 1000 MB
MP per
per,
second.
right? So there is huge difference actually,
Yeah.
right? So just for the more information, you can have a look here, but you will
Mm-hmm.
get some question in interview in exam as well. Like they will give you some example that there is a database which required this much value. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe they can suggest you like it would require 30,000 IOPS per second. Okay, now if you see for 30,000 you can't use GP2 because it supports up to 16,000 only,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
Mm-hmm.
obviously they will choose like which disk you will go. So you have to choose provision IOPS, right? This way you will get the question. Or they will suggest like they need a disk which support up to 500 MB per second. Okay,
Now with
which you will
provision.
go for.
Now with
Correct. Then
provision.
you go. This is like you. And this also bootable. Okay, this is bootable. Like you can host operating system on it. Okay,
Okay.
this is also bootable. This is STD not bootable. It is not bootable.
Okay.
And this is bootable. So this is another difference. Like if you go when you see when you launch a server actually what used to happen, or maybe whenever you get time now you just watch the recording as well so it help you. So if you go here in the storage somewhere I should be able to show you. Yeah, here if you go see,
Yeah.
you
Yeah. I can see them now.
can see general purpose provision
Sure.
magnetic, but I think you will not be able to use this. Why it is supporting? See,
Yeah, not possible.
this is not possible, right?
Yes.
Because earlier this you not used to be visible, but now it is used to be visible somehow. But again, it is not supporting actually.
Yeah.
Okay. Even if you go for 1 GB and you choose provision, it will not support. It must be at least 8 GB. It says, right?
Yeah.
This is how it works. It supports 100 IOPS, right? So like this way,
Mhm.
you can get the difference as well. Now they make the thing easy actually. Okay, so this is what I just want to show you this one and what else? So volume types clear, right? That how many volume types are.
Yeah. So I used to get confused when they talk about snapshot.
Yeah, I will come to that. No issue.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So now if I want to add a new disk, how to do that? Okay, remove we already seen. I'll show you how to add
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
I go to volume, EBS volumes,
ABS volume.
create, and as I said, normally we will use general purpose. That is sufficient for us. So I'll choose general purpose. I say 10 GB.
Yeah.
Choose the size 10 GB. Okay. And
Modify.
okay, one thing I need to notice down that where is my server located? Okay. If
Yeah.
it is into 1A, then I need to choose my availability zone as 1A because 1A is my data center, right?
Okay.
So it can't be possible like I put my server into 1A and I put my disk into 1B. It will not be
Mm.
possible,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So all things would be on the same region. So let me just check which region I have my server. If I go there, I go to EC2, I check my instance. This is, and here I go. This is my server. My server is into Okay, let me go to networking because it relate to networking.
Okay.
So it says, yeah, US
Yeah.
East 1A, right? So my server
Yeah.
is into 1A, so I will create my volume into 1A. Okay,
Yes.
I create one 10 GB disk, it is GP2, and that's it I want to do. Okay, rest all is default. So it will create my new server there. Make sense?
Makes
So,
sense.
okay, I think my camera should start working now. No, I have new camera now. I can install it.
Hello? I I can't hear you. Your mic is not working.
Is it audible now?
Yeah, yeah, it's working now. Good.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So, so what happened now that I created the new volume, right? And if you see the status is available,
Yeah,
correct?
correct.
And if you, what we need to do now, if we need to attach it with our server, I need to go to action. I click on attach volume.
Touch. Yeah.
Then I need to choose my instance. I have only one server, so it is showing me one. Otherwise, I can have so many. Okay. And you can attach it, right?
Yeah.
Click on attach volume, it will attach. Now it will take immediately almost. Yeah, it is right now in use. And you can see that it got attached to this server. Okay.
Yeah.
If you see both servers are same only. Now I go to my mobile XTerm and now it should show me the server as well. See, now new disk is also available,
Yeah.
right?
10 GB. Yeah.
Correct. So, so lsblk is Linux command, which will show you disk
Storage. Size and
size
storage.
in server. Okay.
Okay.
So we are done till this part. Huh. So now you are comfortable like how to increase the volume size.
Yeah, increase the volume size is the snapshot that I'm a little bit confused.
I will make sure. I will
Okay.
clarify it. Okay.
Okay.
Now you know how to add or remove the disk to a server,
Correct.
right? Whatever you know that I am just marking it green, but you need to do the practice. Okay.
Yeah, I understand.
Correct. If you ask me again, that is not a problem. But what I want, I just want that you do the practice. Okay.
Yeah, at least to know how much we have covered, which is good.
That's why I'm just starting to refer this one now.
Yeah.
I think you will like it, right? Because we can easily capture like how much we are covering. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now this is done, and now we was talking about the snapshot. So now let's see why we need a snapshot actually. The first thing is why we need a snapshot. Okay, so a
Uh,
snapshot, every time we talk about backup in AWS, okay,
yeah.
we are talking about a snapshot. Okay, so now why we need a snapshot actually? A snapshot is used as backup of our server or AWS resources. Okay,
Okay.
this is our backup. How to take it? So what it will do actually, it will create a backup of our server. Okay, so suppose this is the instance,
Yeah.
right? Now, if this instance got removed, I can't do anything, right?
Yeah.
Because I will lose my data,
Yeah. Of
right?
course.
What I need to do, I need to take backup. Okay, so there could be two ways of server backup. Okay, there are two ways of taking backup of an EC2 server. Create AMI or create the snapshot, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Now, AMI yesterday we have seen. So what I can do, I can go action, images, and I can create image. So it says this volume does not exist. Refresh.
So MI is the image.
Say again.
MI,
AMI is image. Yes.
AMI, it's image, right?
AMI is image. Yes.
Which is another form of backup.
Correct. AMI is Amazon Machine
Identification.
Image.
Our image.
Yeah. It keep it store whatever the server status in AMI. Okay. So yesterday we seen like we created the web server. Until that time, what we have done, it will create the snapshot and will store into AMI. Okay.
Okay.
So AMI is one way, and basically it do nothing. It take a snapshot only in the behind. Okay. So I click on this, and I think I already created that or what? Let me just verify. Okay. So I created that AMI. Is it today?
The image, I think that was
No,
yesterday.
no, it was previous. Oh, that is done by your system, right? It was,
Yeah.
you will find that in your system.
Okay.
So, so if you see here, I go to instance,
Yeah.
I choose it, I go to action,
Action.
images,
Images.
create
Yeah.
image. Now I can put it. I'm not sure there is web server or not, but I'm just
It
saying.
should it have the same name with the server? Is it to instance server?
No, it is
Okay.
not necessary. You can keep
Okay.
it anything for your
Okay.
reference.
Okay.
So, like I created it Red Hat, right? So I say
Yeah.
Red Hat server.
Okay. Backup. And yeah. So-
Uh, Rather than backup, I say image because it is AMI. Okay,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
image
Yes.
as on, what is date today? It is
23rd. 2 3.
23rd. Okay, 23rd of August.
Yeah.
Okay, like this. And now, if I pick this option, no reboot, it will not restart my original server. Which server? This one. Okay,
Okay. So no need to
because
pick
I'm
it.
not, yeah, if I'm not checking it, what it will do, it will take restart this server. Okay, so
Oh, oh, okay.
if your server is critical, then you can check this option,
Check it.
no
Okay.
reboot.
No
Okay,
report.
But if because my server is test server, right? And ideally it is recommended that you should reboot your server. Okay,
Okay.
because otherwise it will not take the complete backup. Sometime few files can be miss out. If you are taking it on a running server, your few files might be missing
Missing
because the
out. Yeah.
server is up, right? But
Yes.
if there is server got stop and start, then it will ensure that all files get backup. Okay.
Okay.
Now I go there and I choose. Okay. So there was two disk. One was 15, one is 10 GB, right? It
Yeah. Yeah.
automatically get taken care, and I can go to their create image. Right now it start creating image. If you see currently creating is one image 31F9 from this system. Okay, so it will come into AMI
Yeah.
31F9, right? It is getting created right now. It is in pending
Bandit.
status.
Yeah.
Correct.
Sorry.
Yeah. So now if you see this should be ready now. This will take some time, but basically
Yeah.
what it is doing, it is taking backup. So if you go to EBS down to volumes, right? You are clear
Yeah.
with volumes now. We know
Yeah.
we already played with volumes.
Yes.
Now talk about
Snapshot.
a snapshot. So if you see in the backend, actually few snapshot got created. Okay. So if I refresh it, one was 15 GB, another one was 10 GB. So it should be there. Probably it is yet creating. So what I'll
Maybe.
do,
Yeah.
because if I can see that these are the older one,
Mm-hmm.
27th of July. So I am just removing it, the old one. See, the new one is coming into
Yeah.
picture,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
One
It's
is
coming.
18 GB and one is 10 GB.
Mm-hmm.
And right now it is pending. Okay, so they are creating. So you can see the status everywhere.
Yeah.
Every help is there in this. Okay, and if you are deleting it, you can go to recycle bin and you can restore it as well. Okay, so you can create a recycle policy actually. So now, right now, if you delete, all things will go to delete.
Also,
Okay,
yeah.
but you can create a retention rule if you want. You can create a retention rule as well. So let me just open it.
But it's chargeable, right?
Yeah, it would be chargeable for the storage price every
Yeah.
time. That yeah,
Because you can go back there and get what you uh add into the recycle. You can get it back.
exactly. So
Makes
like you can
sense.
create recycle policy. Okay, retention rule. You can select like EBS snapshot or AMI. Okay, only two methods of backup, right? As I told you,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
EBS
Yeah.
snapshot apply to all
All
resources. How much
resources.
day you want to keep it stored, right? So if you are keeping
Yeah.
it one day, they will charge for one day. Okay,
Mm.
and this way you can create the policy. Simple.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yes.
now if
Yes.
something is got delete, you have
Understand.
1 day time. That would be the only benefit.
Okay. So basically, everything is there, but you have to pay for it.
Yeah, it is kind of a rent shop, right? You go there and you purchase it. Nothing else.
I
It
understand
is
now. Yeah.
so so this is now AMI. Okay, a snapshot. So when I was saying like you can see this snapshot actually got created, right? Now it is
Yeah.
completed as well, and this is
Mm-hmm.
today date. This is one way of backup. Another way is you can go to volumes. Okay. Suppose you want to take backup of this server, what you will do? You will select this volume, okay? Go to action, okay? And rather than modify, you can create a snapshot. So when we saying create a snapshot, that means create a backup, okay?
Okay.
So create backup. I say red hat because this was root volume, right? This was
Yes.
root volume. So I say root volume as on 23rd, okay, August. I come here and I can give this value into tag as well. Okay, like name would be this one
Yeah.
and contact would be Jack. Okay, this is Jack phone number like this. Okay, I put something and now I can create the snapshot. Now if some other colleague come, he will come and will check a snapshot. Okay, I can see this one. Yeah, this is created by this. Okay, who is the owner of this person? He will go to tax. Okay, Jack is there. Okay, where to contact? This is the number. Okay, okay,
Mm.
what it is? Right. Okay, what is the company name? Mention there. Like this. It works on key value, right? Key
Yeah.
value. Clear?
I'm beginning to understand the tag now, the more importance of tags.
Correct. That's what I already told you, know. Just give me some time, it will clear. Like
Yeah, I know. Originally I'm enjoying your teaching. I'm a teacher too. That's why I'm said I'm understanding more.
right.
Yeah.
Now you can relate more, right? Because
Yeah.
you already a teacher, so you know how teaching is goes, right? So like
I've taught for 8 years, so I know.
which
Yes,
subject? Which subject?
IT.
Oh, IT itself.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
I've taught
Oh,
IT and English.
oh, okay. That's why. That's why you are very disciplined, and you know, and you looks very disciplined to me. And
No, no, it's not like I look disciplined to you. It's because, okay, let me tell you. Let, let's just say class finish here, right?
yeah,
Let
yeah,
us
sure.
talk. Yeah. You know, I am that kind of person that I don't like to sit and wait for someone to work and give it to me. I like to think, I like to grow, I like to learn new things.